Crypto Noobs Nation. It's boring right now with crypto. I said in the last video, Bitcoin's probably going to hit 75,000 by next Monday, and we're at Tuesday. We've got 6 days left. You know, in case you guys are bored, my little man's coming out. Australia just launched their what's it called? The monochrome Bitcoin ETF over there. They just proved it. Thailand just approved their Bitcoin ETF, right? So countries are doing it. Right now, there are 41 U.S. companies that actually own 313,491 Bitcoin. My kids are sitting here like staring at me. 8 countries own Bitcoin to the tune of about, get out of here, bug, 567,000 Bitcoin. Countries. I keep talking about countries adopting Bitcoin. 12 private companies in the U.S. own 525,000 and change Bitcoin. There's my little man. There are 27 Bitcoin ETFs in the United States. There were only 12 a few months ago, right? And then there are 14 miners own Bitcoin to the tune of about 155,000 Bitcoin. So, you know, if you're getting bored with Bitcoin and you're wondering what's going on, you know, what's going to happen, almost 13% of all the Bitcoin that have been mined in the world right now are locked up. These companies, these miners, these countries, they're buying Bitcoin. They're not getting rid of them ever. So almost 13% of all the Bitcoin that's ever been purchased is locked up. I just said that today Thailand approved a Bitcoin ETF, and Singapore is going to. There are a bunch of countries getting ready to approve Bitcoin ETFs, right? So iShares, they have $20 billion in Bitcoin in their ETF. It's the fastest growing Bitcoin ETF in history. I thought that was kind of cool. What else? Yesterday, 1,500 Bitcoin were pulled from exchanges. And remember, if we're producing 450 Bitcoin a day, the miners are, and they're pulling 1,500 off, that's what? About 3.5 times the number of Bitcoin that produced yesterday were pulled off exchanges. So, I don't know. I mean, I think that's a pretty good deal. In the last 15 days, $2.3 billion in Bitcoin were pulled off. The European banks getting ready to cut rates. What does that mean? They're going to cut rates so they can stimulate the economy. The United States does it by dumping more money into the system, right? $517 billion in unrealized losses have happened with over 69 bankers over the last quarter. That means that 69 banks are going to go bankrupt probably in the next quarter. You know what that means? That means the U.S. dollar is failing. And you know how we can protect ourselves from the failure of the U.S. dollar? Buying Bitcoin. Or buying the Bitcoin ETFs. I mean, that's, in fact, VanEck just put an announcement out, or, you know, their analysis out. They said they think that Bitcoin could run to $400,000 this year. Think about that. In 1 year, Bitcoin could run to $400,000. Yeah, that doesn't suck too bad. So if you're bored, you're wondering what's going on with Bitcoin, is there any money to be made in Bitcoin? Can we do anything with Bitcoin? You know, stop being a big ball baby. Stop being a big ball baby, like this little ball baby. We live out in the country, and start buying Bitcoin. Buy the ETFs. You don't have to buy IBIT. You can buy Fidelity. You can buy VanEck. You can buy. There's a ton of them. Just type in Bitcoin ETFs in Google, and it'll show you all of the U.S. funds that are currently in Bitcoin. So that's my plug for Bitcoin. Now,
where are you going?
I'm going for a walk, Connor. Go find something to do. Let's talk about Fottie token. My kids stalk me mercilessly, and I love my children, but I'm getting ready to start coaching the wrestling team here shortly, and I'm gonna be so full of kids I'm not gonna do with them all. But anyway, what? Just don't get run over by any cars going on the driveway. You never know who's gonna come up the driveway. But anyway, Fottie token, F-O-T-T-I-E. I keep pitching this token. You know, you see Gummy running and some other tokens running, and you know they're all gonna tank because all memes are gonna go to zero, as I've said. But over the next few years, you can expect that there are going to be a lot more millionaires made overnight investing in these meme tokens. I'm not an avid proponent of meme tokens. I am an avid proponent of making a lot of money, and meme tokens are going to be the way to go. Pepe is one of the top meme tokens. I'm telling you guys, people are going to Pepe. They're going to see Fottie, and they're going to ape in. It's only a matter of time before they do, and when they do, people who own Fottie token are going to make a ton of money. Now, this isn't financial advice because, you know, apparently if you don't have a brain, people have to tell you it isn't financial advice in case you lose your money. You don't decide to say, hey, crypto noobs told me to... No, don't be a big ball baby. You know, use your brain. The same people using their brains to vote for Trump and not Biden are the same people who should be investing in Fottie token. All right? Because that means you have a brain and you're able to think for yourself. But if you want to be a complete the coolest person in the world,
You gotta vote for
and
Trump.
you want to stop being a complete loser, you need to do two things. You got to invest in Bitcoin.
No, you gotta like and
Either
subscribe.
buying Bitcoin directly through the exchanges, or buying, if you don't want to buy Bitcoin, like I said, you're not interested in cold storage, warm storage, multi-sig wallets, whatever, get into one of the Bitcoin ETFs. Just Google it, Google Bitcoin ETF. If you have a brokerage account, if you have a Fidelity account, whatever, you can buy your ETFs. That's the first thing. Second thing is buy Fottie token, F-O-T-T-I-E. Buy a million of them. Buy 10, 20, 30, 40, 50 million. Worst case, it goes to zero. But if, like I said in the last video, if it thousands or 10,000 X's, you're going to be glad you bought it. And then if you have a lot of extra money in Bitcoin and Ether, I'm going to post my Bitcoin and Ether addresses. Send me some Bitcoin and Ether. I'm poor. I need money. I'm trying to raise these children, and they cost so much money. It should be illegal what it costs to raise children. I can't. Sometimes I ask myself.
I'm gonna tell your
I
mama.
never ask myself that I love my kids. Anyway, what's that?
I'm gonna tell your mama.
What do you got to say to these people? What do you want to say?
You're the best.
You're the best.
Like and subscribe.
Oh yeah, okay, sure. Like and subscribe.
If you like and subscribe,
Remember,
you'll find $100.
today is June 4th, Tuesday. I'm calling for a $75,000 Bitcoin and a breakout from what we're doing right now by next Tuesday. And I think we could go to 250 to 400,000 by the end of this year. I don't think people realize what we have in Bitcoin because it's a limited number of Bitcoin that are being produced. If more countries ape in and more the ETFs continue to do what they're doing, don't be surprised if we see $1 million Bitcoin by the end of 2024. I know that's a crazy ass prediction, but if you watch Samson Mao's videos, he goes through the actual numbers. He makes a really good case for $1 million Bitcoin. And I know it seems surreal at this point, but it's because we've never had an asset like Bitcoin with a limited supply ever in the history of the world. There's never been a financial instrument that's been created that is limited supply. So you really need to jump on board Bitcoin before it makes this run. I wouldn't be surprised if it runs through 72 tonight. Hey, goofy kids, turn around, come back. If you want to inherit Bitcoin one day, you have to be alive. Craziness. They're going to put me in a nursing home when I get old, and that'd be my luck. Anyway, Crypto Noobs Nation, buy Bitcoin. Buy the Bitcoin ETFs if you don't want to buy Bitcoin. I wouldn't get into the Ethereum ETFs. That's just my personal opinion. I own a bunch of Ethereum, and I'm planning on getting rid of it with the rest of my Convex and my massive profits I make in Fottie. I'm going to buy more Bitcoin. Crypto News Nation, do the right thing. Prepare to create generational wealth. Buy Bitcoin. Buy the ETFs. Buy some beer. Sit back. Enjoy your life. Sit around a bonfire tonight. That's what we're going to do. We're going to have a thunderstorm tonight. You know how I love thunderstorms. Anyway, Crypto News Nation, love you guys. I'm out.